Keith Bruce, you became a SigEp brother during your freshman year at University of Illinois. The 2 years you lived in the Illinois Alpha Chapter home played a large role in your personal growth, and through leadership in the chapter, you honed your natural ability to connect with people and develop skills that have served you well your entire life. These years were also exciting because it's when you began to figure out your career goals. Your business classes inspired you to start a company of your own, and you smartly combined your social skills, entrepreneurial drive, and knowledge of the Greek system to launch a business targeted at fraternities and sororities. After earning a degree in marketing, you began your career in advertising, landing a highly coveted spot in the management trainee program of the renowned Leo Bennett Advertising Agency. You cut your teeth there, promoting national auto races and tennis tournaments. This was your first exposure to marketing through a sporting event, but you learned quickly. It didn't take long for others to see how talented you are. Within a few years, you were named vice president at another agency and put in charge of Gatorade's professional and college sponsorships, as well as those iconic ads starring Michael Jordan. You've said those 3 years working in Gatorade was your MBA training in sports marketing. It also during the time that you met your beautiful wife, Kimberly, who was doing marketing for Michael Jordan. So we can say sports marketing has been really good to you in many ways. By this time, you were recognized as one of the top experts at developing sports-related marketing for major companies. In 2003, you tapped by the Omnicom, the world's biggest advertising marketing firm, to lead its global sports marketing efforts. As head of Omnicom's Sports Mark Management Group, you oversaw sporting events in over 20 countries, including the Olympics, FIFA World Cup, and PGA Tour, and quadruples the agency's business. Your experience managing such high-profile events made you the perfect choice to oversee one of the most anticipated sporting events ever, Super Bowl 50. In 2013, you were named CEO of Super Bowl 50 Host Committee. Your goal was to take the event to a new level, and you more than achieved that. You re-imaged the Super Bowl experience by creating a fan village that was free to the public, and more than 1 million fans visited your 9-day festival to celebrate their love of football. It wasn't about fun then. You also brought social relevance to the event through the 50 Fund, and you provided more than $13 million in grants to areas, nonprofits, so that people throughout the San Francisco Bay Area could benefit from the game. By shaping partnerships and managing so many needs and interests, and forging a visionary path, you forever changed the expectations for major sporting events. Helping underserved youth gain educational opportunities and life skills is a mission you truly care about. And even now, as you accept this new challenge, serving as president of Quentin Events International and its joint venture FI Experiences, you've continued to support organizations involved in the 50 Fund. For the last 30 years, you've been driving force behind many of our best sports memories, and we can't wait to see what you do next. For your professional achievements and commitment to excellence, it is our honor to present you, Brother Keith Bruce, with the Sigma Phi Epsilon Citation.
Well, thank you, Charlie, for that wonderful introduction, obviously, and fellow Citation Award winner. I can say that now, I guess, since I've held the award. But I would like to start out by thanking a few people myself. A big thanks to the SigEp Board of Directors and Trustees, Grand President Rick Bennett, Conclave Organizers, CEO Brian Warren, Development Officer for the West Coast, Jake Bredstrand, and of course the nominating committee who elected me to receive this prestigious Citation Award. And I would also like to congratulate my fellow award winners, Dan Hicks and Dr. Bob Hartsuck. I would also like to thank my Illinois Alpha SigEp chapter members and alumni who are in the room here today. Where are you? I think you're over here. There you are, nice and close. Thank you for all of your nice words and for everything that you do for our chapter. You're a huge part of Illinois Alpha. And a big congratulations to Illinois Alpha for winning a Gold Buchanan Cup this year. So very proud of that. Finally, I'd like to also thank my wonderful family for coming from San Francisco to join me here at my very first conclave. As my tag says, I'm a first-timer. But you can count on me being back, I can assure you that. My beautiful wife, Kim, also a University of Illinois alumni, and my daughters, Madeline and Mason. You're both starting to get an early taste of the advantages of the Greek system. I was asked to say a few inspirational words about my recent career in the sports business, which I'll do in a second, but I was also asked to talk a little bit about my memories and experiences at Sigma Phi Epsilon that would translate to current day, standing here in front of all of you, receiving one of the highest honors that the fraternity bestows on the brotherhood. There are many memories I have from Illinois during that period, living behind that SigEp house red door. However, some of them are probably not suitable for open disclosure here on the stage, in front of the brotherhood. So let's just say I thoroughly enjoyed my 2 tenures as social director for the house, and we'll leave it at that. Now, but in all seriousness, my tenure at SigEp taught me many foundational lessons that I have used from the day I graduated. The power of relationships, the power of trust, the power of integrity. The experience of belonging to a group bound by honor, humility, and unity became the foundational core for me in terms of becoming a successful and accomplished leader. These are the defining elements of a great fraternity, and I also believe they are the defining elements of great leaders in every walk of life. The reality is, a great fraternity experience with great brotherhood can teach you just about everything you need to know to succeed with your family, in life, in work, or in business. Effectively, it is the balanced man defined. Last summer, I was asked to be a keynote speaker at our Illinois chapter Balanced Man Scholarship Award ceremony. It was a great opportunity for me to reconnect with some fellow alumni brothers, but more importantly, meet the current fraternity members, 170 strong of them, at the chapter meeting the following day. And I will tell you now what I told them last year. My experiences in college at SigEp prepared me for life better than perhaps anything else, other than my parents, of course. It taught me how to learn, live, love, and lead, to aspire to do more for others, not always for yourself, and to never settle, to work as a team, and realize it is all about people and getting the most out of every relationship that you have. These lessons translate very well to the world of sports. It's really the same in the sports business. It's all about getting the most we can get out of every day, every performance, every event, every partnership, every relationship. Sports is entertainment, yes, but it is also all about building great teams that ultimately make you a better performer, having an unquenchable passion for wanting to get better, working your butt off every day with and for your coworkers and your teammates. It's the same whether you are a competitive professional athlete on the field or an executive working in the business side of sports. Team matters. It reminds me of one of my favorite quotes from John Wooden, who said, "The most important name on your jersey is the one on the front, not on the back." I've been fortunate to work in the sports world for over 25 years. I know Dan can also attest to this. There really is no other industry like the sports business. I've traveled the world on the back of my job. As Charlie pointed out, I've worked at 7 Olympic Games, 4 FIFA World Cups, and 16 Super Bowls. I've met some of the most interesting people in the world, icons and entertainment idols, Hall of Fame athletes, media moguls, and the greatest business leaders across all of the professional sports leagues, teams, tours, and global events. I've also met and worked with thousands of all the unseen, unknown people who work so hard every day to make these great sporting events come to life. And I have as much respect for them as I do for the stars of our business. But of everything I've been lucky enough to experience and see, easily the greatest honor and most exciting achievement in my career was being named as CEO of Super Bowl 50 and running the organizing committee in San Francisco for 3 years. Super Bowl 50 was the milestone Super Bowl for the NFL, and they made it very clear that they wanted this Super Bowl to stand out like no other, to be celebrated like no other event in the history of the NFL or sports in the United States, for that matter. After all, it's a big deal when you turn 50 in anything, so no small challenge. I like to say that the Super Bowl is the most important 4 hours in the United States every year. And while you may chuckle at that, I have a fact that reinforces it. 40 million more people viewed Super Bowl 50 than voted in the presidential election. It's true. To be able to rise to the big challenge that the NFL gave us, I focused on 3 key goals for the entire organization. Goals that would not only help this Super Bowl set that new standard of excellence, but were measurable goals that could have tangible results. And those goals are outlined behind me here. The first goal was to be the most philanthropic giving Super Bowl ever. The second, to be the most shared, technologically advanced sporting event ever, given that we were in the heart of Silicon Valley. And then to be the most inclusive Super Bowl ever. And we worked tirelessly over 2.5 years, and yes, we delivered a very successful and incident-free Super Bowl on February 7th, 2016. But I'm even prouder to say that we delivered on every one of those 3 goals. As Charlie pointed out, we raised and donated over $13.2 million to local Bay Area nonprofits through the 50 Fund, making us easily the most giving Super Bowl ever and one of the most philanthropic mega sporting events in history. We were the most socially shared, tweeted, posted, and liked Super Bowl ever, with more than 6 billion impressions over the course of Super Bowl week, and we hosted over 2 million Bay Area residents and visitors to Super Bowl City and other events and attractions throughout the Bay Area, making Super Bowl 50 the most attended single event in the history of the San Francisco Bay Area. So I could go on with dozens of other records or stats, but you get the point. Without a great team, you can't accomplish those goals. Without a great team, you can't accomplish that success. Team matters. I speak frequently at various sports, business, and technology conferences talking about our vision and our unique approach to maximizing a global event like the Super Bowl, and why other sports organizations want the blueprint for our model. So I know just by that fact we accomplished something pretty special. But not as any one person, but as one great, unified team. So my parting advice to all of the undergraduate brothers here enjoying this great period of your life in college and at Sigma Phi Epsilon, well, I'll give you a few words of wisdom that I have been given from other great leaders in the sports business whom I so admire. Number 1, make your own path. Be authentic in everything you do. And make sure your tongue, your feet, and your wallet all move in the same direction. Think about that for a second. Own your mistakes, but share your successes. Don't be afraid to commit. As a good friend, the Golden State Warriors owner Peter Guber would say, run towards the monster, not around it. Look for ways to give back to your family, your team, your employees, your community. There will not be a day go by where you won't feel like a better, more balanced person when you use your position in life or business to do or to help people do more. I try to follow those words every day. Who knows? If you do too, it might get you on the cover of the SigEp National Magazine one day. But listen, it's been a true honor to receive this Citation Award. It really is, and to be among the very select few that were shown on that video and that are here in the room today. I have a huge admiration for all of you, and I'm just honored to be joining your company as a Citation Award winner. And with that, I'd like to say HFF, everybody. Thank you very much.